The taxi driver, who was apprehended by police in connection with the murder of the Guyana Gold Fields Inc. manager, Neil Whyte, has confessed to the heinous crime. This was confirmed by police, who told iNews that the 28-year-old suspect, who resides in Penitence, Georgetown, also handed over the suspected murder weapon to investigators, as well as the victim's personal belongings that were removed his Thomas Street, North Cummingsburg, Georgetown apartment. News had reported that on the evening in question, between 22:22 and 23:45, Whyte was murdered in his apartment complex. The victim was discovered naked, lying in a pool of his own blood, on his bed, with his hands bound in front of him, and his body was covered in stab wounds. The discovery was made by a security guard attached to the building.Investigators were informed by the security guard that prior to his death, on the same evening, Whyte picked up and escorted a colleague into the apartment. The colleague was identified as a former staff of the Guyana Gold Field Inc. According to the guard, after some time had elapsed, and as the colleague was exiting the building, colleague told him security that he was going to collect something on the road. At that time, the man had a haversack on his back.The colleague then reportedly walked to the junction of Thomas and Middle Street, where he joined a car that drove away. It was then that the guard, knowing that it is the protocol of the company that the visitor of a guest be checked out of the building by the guest, went up to the victim's room and saw him lying lifeless. The police were immediately contacted, and the security guard provided his statement before he reportedly had a heart attack. He is said to be recovering. A friend of the dead man was taken into custody. Several days later, the taxi driver was arrested, and within hours of interrogation he confessed to the crime. Meanwhile, a post-mortem examination conducted on Whyte's body earlier today confirmed that he died as a result of multiple stab wounds.